Hello, welcome to our sixth Electoral Insights presentation. Let's dive right in. From the 2nd to the 15th of April 2024, our snapshot of the electoral conversation was comprised of nearly 320,000 mentions, with close to 50,000 authors participating in posting and resharing content. The most prominent topics during this time period are focused on the Electoral Court in relation to Jacob Zuma and his eligibility to contest the election, as well as content related to the EFF. We detected two peaks of conversation during this time period. The first, peak B, being related to Zuma and the ballot, while the second, peak A, being related to the IEC approaching the ConCourt to seek clarity with regard to the former president's electoral eligibility. This was a particular point of contention throughout the period, as noted by the posts displayed on this slide. The MK party in particular, calling for a commissioner of the IEC to resign, which the party ostensibly related to claims that the commissioner was biased and a close ally of the governing party. We further noted accounts reiterating that the IEC was biased and captured due to seeking clarity on the Electoral Court's ruling. An alternative perspective is present on the bottom right, where an individual notes that approaching the ConCourt for clarity in the Electoral Court's ruling was important, as the risk and magnitude of a post-election crisis would outweigh any pre-election confirmation with regard to Zuma's eligibility. Claims of electoral manipulation were noted during this period as well, stemming from both the EFF and MK party, with EFF leader Julius Malema alleging that load shedding would be used to manipulate the counting of results and facilitate the stealing of the election. MK-based conversations were present as well, with two well-engaged with posts alleging that the IEC and ANC were in cahoots to rig the election and deprive the MK party of votes. Electoral manipulation claims were further noted to be attached in the case of the EFF to interference from the CIA. We further noted an older picture from 2022 which resurfaced during this time period. The image contains texts which states that the IEC commissioners at the national and provincial level were to be paid off to the tune of millions of rands to manipulate electoral results. I will now hand over to my colleague Mlebogang to explore a few more themes and close out the presentation with recommendations.
Load shedding, or the absence thereof, continues to be a main concern for South Africans. Some individuals expressed that the continued provision of electricity was being used for electioneering and that blackouts would return after the elections. Sustained generation capacity and reduced electricity demand have been cited as the main reasons for the uninterrupted power supply, which has lasted for more than 20 days. We've noted ongoing attempts to shut down opinions that do not align with the pro-MK agenda. Individuals who criticize the party or former President Jacob Zuma are subjected to online criticism. Former public protector Thuli Madonsela became the latest target after she, in an interview with ENCA, warned South Africans against voting for politicians like Zuma, who sold the country to the Guptas. Madonsela was targeted by the use of false and derogatory images, accusing her of being a CIA agent and an ally of the apartheid regime. In light of these findings, we recommend sending out messaging that emphasizes that the IEC is an institution and not beholden to a single person, that checks and balances are in place to ensure that abuse of power within the IEC can be mitigated against. We also recommend messaging that reminds the public that the IEC has a strict code of conduct for its members as it does for political parties. Hate speech and disinformation targeted towards individuals need to be monitored and countered as they occur. We also encourage civil society and the media to invite citizens to exercise their ability to hold power to account and defend our democracy. As previously discussed, we noted sentiments from users who express uncertainty over whom to elect. Voter education tools aimed at assisting and encouraging individuals to explore the options available to them need to be highlighted. We also invite individuals who are in the know to reach out, hold critical and constructive conversations in the spirit of each one, teach one. We continue to recommend messaging that encourages the public to respect each other's individual right to associate themselves with representations whose values best aligns with their own. Thank you.